Welcome to a deeper dive with hosts Ernest and Jacinta Cooper, as they delve into the topics from this week's episode of What It Takes, Making Marriages Last.
Welcome to What It Takes, a deeper dive with your hosts Ernest and Jacinta Cooper.
Hello.
On Sunday, we discussed 5 topics our guests have used to sustain their marriage. A deeper dive drills down into each one of these topics per day.
This week's featured couple is Ernest and Jacinta Cooper. That's us. Our 5 topics are communication, finances, humor, integrity, and my favorite, friendship. Today's topic is friendship.
Awesome. Friendship is a crucial element in a strong, healthy, lasting marriage. It forms the foundation for trust, mutual respect, and deep emotional connection. Friendship in marriage is important because it creates a strong, sustainable bond between couples that makes them want to stay together. A few key aspects of friendship in marriage are quality time, communication, shared interests, support, respect, vulnerability, trust, and fun and laughter together. So let's dive into each one of these.
All right, let's do it.
Right. So first is quality time. And we know because of the 5 love languages and this quality time is at the top for both of us, that quality time is important for friendships and especially friendship in marriage.
Agreed. Quality time is important to me because, you got to spend time with someone to really get to know them. And, I think I mentioned it before. Early on in dating, we did 3,000 questions about me, and we did it over charcuterie board and wine, and just asked questions, and questions led to more questions. So we always spent time together and really got to know each other. So, whether we were, even though it was COVID, but a period before COVID, we did everything together. I mean, we went to plays together, fell asleep at the plays together. I mean, but it's just, we always did things together, and to me, it's like it didn't really matter what we were doing together. It just what mattered is that we were together, and we were just doing things that we liked. So
right, and it's quality time, not quantity time. Because
definitely quality.
Because I think if you spend too much time with someone,
right, agreed.
Yeah.
So.
And the next one is communication, and that was our opener for this series, is communication. But open and honest communication helps partners understand each other's needs, desires, and concerns. It fosters a sense of closeness and trust. And friends actively listen, and they listen without judgment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, communication, again, it goes hand in hand with quality time. So, the thing is you're just spending time learning about the person, sharing thoughts, interests, passions, things that you like to do. So,
yep. All right. So the next, and we won't spend a lot of time on that since we did a whole
night on it,
yes.
Day on it.
Yes. Yeah. Episode.
Thank you.
The next one is shared interests. Engaging in activities and hobbies together can strengthen the bond and create shared memories. So we kind of talked about that with quality time. But what are some other shared interests we have? And it'll probably overlap with another point on here. But
well, as you can see, I do Black Men Run. And we had Black Men Run had celebrated its 10-year anniversary last year. And one of the things Jacinta did was, what did she not do might be a better question. She put together a newsletter. She was very supportive in making sure that all the activities, we had like 4 or 5 days of activities for Black Men Run brothers from all over the United States and elsewhere come here to Atlanta. And we just fellowshiped. It was a lot of camaraderie and a few of the wives of the Black Men Run brothers, we call them BMR beauties, as you can see. So, the thing is Jacinta's very supportive of things that I'm interested in. And like my personal fitness is something I've always been passionate about. And she jumped right in and was very supportive. So that was something I really, it really drew me closer. We were already close, but that that really drew us closer together. So it was something I appreciated too. And the brothers from Black Men Run appreciated it as well, because we had an outstanding newsletter, and a lot of the activities just flowed really well. So.
Right. Another shared interest we have is hosting. We love to host people, have
Yes.
people over. We're very sociable. I think we're both, what is it,
Ambiverts.
Ambiverts, introverted, extroverts, extroverted, introverts, however you want to put it. Because we get our fill of people. I probably get my fill a little quicker than he does. He's more of a people person, really. But
Yeah.
no one ever believes me.
Yeah.
But I am an introvert. I am an introvert. So that's another thing that we like is hosting, and obviously playing games. And we have another point about having fun and laughing together. But that's something we'll dive into that a little deeper when we get to that point. But yeah, definitely like games together.
And then another interest is like, we both have for the most part, most of our careers have been like in corporate America, whatever. But we both have an entrepreneurial type spirit.
Yes.
And, we do corporate America because, we got to pay the bills. But, like pretty much all my career, I've done real estate on the side. And, I see real estate as a vehicle that's going to be part of our retirement. And Jacinta's had her hands in everything. I mean, it's not too much that she hasn't tried to do that she hasn't really excelled in. So she does that very well, like, in all of her ventures that she's worked on. So,
and then another thing we shared interest is just interest in our people and our culture.
Yes,
we're both very passionate. Passionate about that.
We love Black people. We love people in general,
yeah.
but we want to make sure we show our people love. So, because a lot of times I feel like society looks down on us for whatever reason. I mean, but I don't want to go on that tangent. We show passion, like, again, Black Men Run, and it's a group that's open to everyone. It's a group open to everyone. But the main thing is you just have to show that you care about Black men's health, because we have a tendency where we have a higher rate of dying at a much younger age. So we're trying to figure out ways to stop that, to mitigate that. So.
Yeah. And then our love for HBCUs, and especially our own.
Yes, Hampton. We got Hampton love. We got NCCU love, but
Carolina
we have
Central.
HBCU love.
Eagles.
Right. So those are things we just have passions about doing. So
And then,
I have to be more active in my chat with Hampton, but life transitions happen, getting married and all of that. But I plan on doing more Hampton activities. I always represent Hampton and UDC, University of the District of Columbia. That's where I went to grad school. But just have love for HBCUs. They do so much for our community. So.
yeah. Any other shared interests you can think of that?
Well, we want to be considerate of time, so I'll leave it at that.
All right. The next one is support. Friends encourage, support each other, hold each other accountable, and motivate each other with empathy and kindness. Being there for each other during good and challenging times builds resilience and reinforces the partnership. And that's a big thing.
Yeah, so the way I look at that is it's about priority. Like Jacinta is my top priority. I put her above, the thing is I want her to feel like, she's number one. She's most important. And I try to live by that. And, then in the relationship, we're equals. It's not, she has an equal voice and I have an equal voice. And we're each other's cheerleaders. Making sure, like, when she has successes, I'm there. Like, I'm happy for her. And when things don't go quite the way that we want them to, I'm there. And I'm there to be, I want to let her know that, hey, here, a shoulder for you to cry on, or if you need a hug, or if you just want to talk, or if you want to be left alone, just know I'm here. I'm present. I'm there. So.
And for me, it's good having someone in the trenches with you day in and day out, because I have a lot of great friends, a lot of close friends, but it's something about having someone that's just there all the time, that has your back and that you can count on 100%, 1,000%, really.
Yes,
So
indeed.
That's important too.
Indeed.
Anything else for support?
When you get, the thing is, it's not perfect, so when you have differences, so when you disagree, you don't hold grudges. You just, you kind of talk about it. And I think we mentioned it before. It's understanding and accepting. Just because a person takes a position doesn't necessarily, you might not even understand it, but that's why you ask questions. But at some point, when you do finally understand where they're coming from, you accept that, hey, look, we're just not going to agree on this. You know that, okay, this is how they stand on that, and it doesn't matter how much data or facts or whatever I bring, they feel this way for whatever reason, and that could be her or me. So, but understanding and accepting the person for who they are, I think that's critical in a friendship.
Yes.
So.
And that brings us to respect. Friends respect each other by valuing each other's opinions, feelings, and individuality, which are essential for a healthy friendship. So that's really important because although we do a lot together, we do really respect each other's individuality, and we don't shame each other. We don't say, well, why do you have to do that, and why are you interested in that, and
Right. Yeah. So like for me, I mentioned before that I think it's important that we spend a lot of time together, but it's important that we also have our own hobbies and things that we do on our own, like without your spouse. For me, it's fitness. I hang around Black Men Run Brothers pretty much for my free time. Either I'm doing a workout by myself, or I'm working out with them, or I'm with Jacinta, and then or then we have an event. And when I'm with Jacinta, we're doing things with other friends. So, but the thing is,
I work out too.
Yes.
I'm then not like
but we work out together. Like we have on Sunday morning, we're climbing Kennesaw Mountain, and the thing is, and we put in miles. Like this last Sunday, we did 5 miles together. So we're up there for a good hour, sometimes 2 hours, just walking, sometimes talking to each other, sometimes listening to music, taking pictures, selfies, but. Fitness is part of our plan for a healthy or a long health span in life, because we both want to live to be well over 100. Jacinta is specific. She wants 110.
110.
I just want to be
I have to see my siblings reach 100.
Yes.
So, and I'm 9 years older than my baby sisters.
Right.
That's my logic, and I don't want to just pass away at 109. So.
But what's the use of being 110 and not being healthy? So I'm like, we have a lifestyle. I mean, our food choices, Jacinta's plant-based, don't tell me, plant-based, no dairy plus fish.
No dairy, no eggs plus fish.
Right. So,
so not pescatarian.
Right. So the thing, that, I'm that plus I eat meat. So, but I'm getting away from being an omnivore. I do believe a plant-based diet is more sustainable for me to live longer and healthier. So, the thing is, I still like a big juicy steak, but spacing out the frequency and eating that is important to me. So, okay.
Anything else on respect?
That's it.
All right, and the next one is trust. Friends build trust through honesty, transparency, and loyalty. And we talked a lot about the honesty and transparency yesterday with integrity, but also there's loyalty in that trust.
Loyalty. Sorry, Kendrick. That's it. I don't have anything for that. I mean, well, okay. So for loyalty, I mean, the thing is like, Jacinta knows I'm here. She knows she can trust me. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. When we do have differences, I'm not getting up and going to the club and drinking and hanging out and all of that, because there's no fruit there for me. I've done that, and like now, it's just like, we have differences. I go to my man cave or I go to the gym, and that's it. And the thing is I'll work through what my difference is. I'll work through my issues, or I might journal and kind of write it down. And then, if necessary, we'll talk about it in the morning when we do our devotion and reflections. But, it's not always necessary to talk about every single thing when we have a difference. Sometimes it's kind of like, okay, this, like I said, just accept it for the position it is, and just move on. But we don't let things fester. We don't let things because I don't see how can you letting something fester be healthy? It just doesn't work. So we communicate, like we mentioned at the second topic, and but we communicate and we share our thoughts about it. But it's important to understand and accept. So
Yeah, and leads us to the next point is vulnerability. Friends can be vulnerable with each other. And if you trust each other, you can be vulnerable with each other, right? And when you trust your friend with you trust them with your personal business and your emotions. That's huge. You know, being able to do that. And then friends can be real with each other. They don't have to put on airs or fronts and.
well, I mean, the thing is, you know, if you're putting on airs and fronts, like, you know, how deep is that friendship?
Right.
You know, the thing is, you know, I mentioned before, levels and layers. You know, levels is based on, like, you know, the amount of time you spend with each other, and then layers is like how deep you go, like, you know, the 3,000 questions, you know, I'm peeling that onion, just learning more and more. So the thing is you know, being, you know, surface level or plastic or fake, that's not sustainable. Because the thing is, eventually you're gonna, I mean, both of you all are gonna see it. So, you know, you gotta deep dive, and you gotta let yourself be vulnerable. It's okay to share things that you're uncomfortable about, or insecure about, and or rather than insecure, but you're working through.
Right.
Because we're not perfect,
Yeah.
and it's good to be able to have someone you can share things with. So.
And I can see through that stuff.
And she's a Betazoid. If you watch Star Trek, Deanne, basically they have this, like, oh, you saying this, but I sense that. Why? You know, that's her, big time. I think I have some discernment, but I think she's on levels, you know, on levels I'm not quite there. So.
All right, so the last one is fun. Well, the last of this little section. Fun and laughter. Friends have common interests. We talked about that. Enjoy each other's company and have fun together, which keeps the relationship vibrant and joyful. You can let your hair down with your friends. Or and it's a bonus when your friend is your spouse. Having fun together includes celebrating special days, like birthdays and anniversaries.
She did my 50th. Bang up job.
Yep. And he celebrated my 55th with me.
Yes.
Oh, and surprised me. Remember you went into the restaurant and you got it rented out? I mean.
Oh, yeah. For Valentine's Day, I rented it. The restaurant was closed. And I was like, man, y'all losing business. I was like, you know, all the restaurants are full. I was like, and, you know, basically I waited till the last minute. So I was like, y'all need to open this restaurant. I know, but look, the restaurant, they did. They opened the restaurant, and we celebrated Valentine's Day eating Jamaican food, which we both love to eat, especially Jacinta. I like oxtail, so you know.
I think I'm Jamaican.
Yeah.
But yeah, the restaurant wasn't open on Mondays in general. Each weekend, Valentine's Day happened to fall on a Monday. So yeah. Having what was this? Oh, and celebrating other milestones and achievements. So not just birthdays and anniversaries, but you know, celebrating life.
Just celebrating, just to celebrate. Hey, it's Friday. It's the weekend. It's time to get paid. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
So for me, anything that I can do with a girlfriend, I can do with Erwin.
No, okay, that's a dad joke, but I'm leaving that alone. So.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that I would do with a girlfriend that I wouldn't do with you. I don't know. I have to think on that one.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, the things that hanging out with the guys, I think you have to take that in small doses because, you know, watching football and doing dad jokes and that's what she said. It's only so much of that.
I mean, but I could do it. I'm not going to do it all the time.
But I mean, like, you know, with the guys, I can act like a teenager and just, you know, with some of the jokes.
With me.
Yeah, but the dad jokes and that's what she said and, you know, that kind of thing, you know.
Women only want to hear for
it's only so many. And like with them, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. So.
All right. So how can couples become better friends? I have 4 things I think, and I'll ask you what you think. So I have carve out daily us time. Be intentional about it. Yeah. Trade screen time for quality time.
Okay. That's a struggle for me, but because I always have my phone doing something, but I'm trying to be intentional. I'm trying to be intentional. So just literally setting the phone down, and and not bringing too many other things when we plan something. And what I mean is like bringing the phone around when we're playing Uno, or bringing my little journal around when we're talking about one specific thing. Bringing two journals. I have several journals that I keep, but staying focused on one task, knowing that, and so that I don't do the squirrel moment and focus on something else when I get a bright idea. That'll come up later. I can deal with that later, but laser focus on the topic. It's something I'm practicing, and I'm getting better at. Actually, I'm getting pretty good at it. So,
You almost gave me side eye. I don't know what that was.
No, it wasn't a side eye. You projecting.
No.
I'm just playing.
That's not projecting. Try fun. Now, this is how can couples become better friends. Try fun new things together. So not only are you already doing stuff together, but you can kind of mix it up.
Yeah, new things like this. What it takes is new. I've never done anything like this with anyone before, ever. But the thing is, like I said, it really doesn't matter what I do with Jacinta. It just matters that I'm with Jacinta, and so I'm willing to try new things. A lot of the guys joke me about a dance we did together when we got married. But I had a lot of fun doing it.
To put that meme up in the video.
You'll see. Yeah, you'll see. But the thing is they let me know. And it's all good. It's all good. I don't actually. I think it's funny too, because I would have never imagined I would do something like that. This dance that we did, we made up a dance off of a song that I used to listen to. I used to hear my dad play back in the day. Yeah. But anyway. That's enough of
we
that.
made it up because we neither of us really are dancers.
Nah,
I mean,
I can do the two-step,
yeah,
but
we hold a good beat.
But that's
doing like
what do you get,
choreographed dances? No, that's not us. So we made up an easy dance for the wedding. So.
Right.
So those are my 4 things 4 ways that couples can become better friends. What are some ways you can?
For me, I think I think the secret to marriage is just like staying in shape or getting in shape. You have to be present. You have to be there. You have to be consistent. It's something that is not about motivation, because motivation fades. It's because there's plenty of days I do not feel like going to the gym, and I go to the gym regularly. Actually, some people think I'm over the top with it. But the thing is, it is something that you have to know that, okay, this is just a way of life. And so just showing up, consistency beats intensity. And what that means is, if with working out, I used to work out hard. I mean, hard. But the problem with working out hard all the time is burnout or injury. Your body has to have rest. It has to have recovery. And actually, most of your days should be easy. I mean, like, people that are runners understand, like, you should be in zone 2. I'm not going to go on that tangent. But most of your, it's like 80-20, maybe 90-10. Most of your workouts have to be easy. How does that relate to us? Most of our conversations are easy. Most of the time we spend together are easy. We do have difficult times, but it's not most of the time. It's actually seldom. And so my training can be summed up in I wrote it down, but my training can be summed up in a haiku. Mostly easy runs. Yeah, so haiku is a poem with 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and then 5 syllables again. So mostly easy runs, occasionally go hard, very rarely go see God. And so what that means is, like, most of the time you're going easy, but then, whether it's for runs or in the relationship, so every now and then you're going to get in an argument and all of that. But again, we're not holding grudges. And then every now and then you're going to get into something that's like, whoa, you're going to be having question marks about, should we be together? But the thing is, you don't want to go. I mean, like with working out, as it relates to working out, you don't want to have too many hard days like that, because it's a high risk of injury, and it's not sustainable. Just like it says, occasionally go hard. Again, with intensity in relationships or with intensity for working out, you can't have back-to-back hard days. Your body can't sustain it. You'll get injured. And I think the same applies with relationships. You can't have too many, like, day after day, after month, after month, after year. At some point, you start losing connections. At some point, you start you'll be asking yourself if is it worth it. So that's why you have to constantly be present, constantly be working on it, constantly be trying to figure out ways to do new things so that it stays new. So relating my commitment to marriage and saying that it's the same as staying in shape, it's just that's what I mean by that. Like a car. A well-maintained car is going to get far more mileage on it than one that has a history of deferred maintenance. Again, that applies to marriage. It applies to working out. So I think I've belabored that point. So that's all.
Well, thank you for joining us for our deeper dive into friendship. I feel like I need to end on thank you for being a friend. And travel the world and back again.
Your heart is true. No, let me stop.
Wait, we can't sing but so much. What is it?
You're a pal and a confidant.
No, I'm saying no for, you have to get permission if you sing too much of it.
Oh man. Oh well. We ain't got no money. Y'all can. We got debt though.
We got money.
Okay, yes. We speak positive. We do have money.
Right.
We do have money. But I'm saying that so they won't sue us. Anyway. All right.
Thank you for joining us for a deeper dive into friendship, and thank you for hanging with us for this series from the deeper dive series into the 5 things that the Coopers, which is us, shared with us that it takes to get their marriage to this point, which is 15 months.
Yes.
Cool.
We're at 15 months. So.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Mm-hmm. And
don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes.
Peace.
Thank you.